which are easier for everyone to use. This went far beyond the screen though. She knew where Nick went to school. Melissa knew where Nick worked and where he lived. These coins show how many organizations Global Village works with. Without protection, it burns just like our skin will do. If you feel like you need to talk to someone about sexual assault, stalking, domestic violence, or any other gender identity assault, you can find the link to resources on our Facebook page. You know, it can be really intimidating walking back to your car by yourself late at night, especially if you don't have a phone. That's why Utah State Police have put these around campus so you don't have to. I'll show you why sitting through the lows will be worth it for the highs in sports. While USU women's volleyball took a win against San Jose State this last week, soccer did not. Are you always swiping right on Tinder but never satisfied? Both the CDC and the Utah Department of Health say to stop vaping. When we come back, Lurch, I'm so sorry. Adam and I are going to show you the simplest of Halloween treats. It's been said the way to someone's heart is through their stomach. Cache County Police engaged in a high-speed pursuit of a stolen vehicle. On rainy days like this, where you can't see the sun, there's still a chance it could damage your skin. The harmful light from the sun is here on the color spectrum. The violet shows ultraviolet rays. It's hard to know whether or not those rays are damaging your skin.
Well.
But now, your hairdresser might be able to help. This cosmetologist says it's important to be the frontline defense for her clients.
I think a cosmetology situation is a less threatening place for people to have things like that told to them than perhaps a doctor's office.
Since cosmetologists spend so much time near your face and scalp, they can examine clients more closely and frequently.
I see a client every 6 weeks as compared to a yearly appointment with a dermatologist.
The perfect thing for hairdressers to do is
I have a high level of suspicion for that being a malignancy and then getting the dermatologist to do that biopsy.
According to the Skin Cancer Foundation, 1 in 5 Americans will develop skin cancer by the age of 70. This torch and its flame represent the sun, while this marshmallow represents our skin. As you can see, without protection, it burns just like our skin will do. The lighter marshmallow has 0 sun exposure. The one with sun brown has medium levels with a chance of cancer. This marshmallow has high levels and is most prone to cancerous cells. So even on rainy days or a hair appointment, you could be made more aware of skin cancer. Markers
How's my ship look?
and misshapen crayons help local artists share their creativity.
There's plenty of opportunities.
My 12-year-old son is an artist, and so he loves to come here, and he knows when he comes here that everyone thinks his artwork's amazing, so he gets a boost from that. And so I just come here to support him and support his passion for art.
You're trying to make some books.
Jump the Moon Foundation helps people create art.
Wow.
We find people's strengths and we make the tools if we don't have them, or we're getting a pretty good collection of tools that make art making more accessible.
These small crayons are difficult for some people to use, so they're melted down and molded to create these doodle bells, which are easier for everyone to use.
I like them because they're easy to make and they have many different colors.
During studio nights, volunteers teach guests about art.
Just pretend you're a kid again.
These smiles and laughs show how visitors light up. I'm learning so much.
I came here and just wanted to try to get to know the people and do some art because I'm really bad at it.
You can visit the gallery and purchase pieces from the artists.
Since I've been here, I've actually sold one of my pieces that I have in here.
My favorite part of the studio is seeing what people have done here that have special needs or special abilities.
Jump the Moon helps artists publish their work.
C for chameleon.
I looked at the spaceman, I was like, wow, they do some serious art here. These people must be like professionals.
Bingham says they want the studio to be community known and invite everyone to come. Emily Hill, ATV News. This is Nick. He is my husband. Nick was on his phone and got a follow and message request on Instagram from someone who said she was a 22-year-old girl.
I started to notice that things weren't right when I was receiving hundreds of messages a day.
Nick said the messages were confusing and very often explicit.
They would be complimenting me one moment, and then the next would be harassing me or making fun of me.
Her messages included things like making fun of his close friends, explicit images and videos, even threats of rape. Nick was eventually informed this young woman was actually a middle-aged woman from Florida named Melissa.
She makes fun of each member of my family, myself included, and even my dad, who passed away a couple of years ago.
This went far beyond the screen, though. She knew where Nick went to school. Melissa knew where Nick worked and where he lived, but she sent most of the things to his mom's house. She sent Nick a journal, headphones, and a gift card.
I went into hiding. I did not stay at my house or my apartment. I did not drive my car. I slept on my friend's floor.
And then started affecting more than Nick. Once Nick and I got engaged, I started getting messages from Melissa. Nick decided to get help after a year of abuse and took the case to police. He was referred to several different resources on campus. One such resource was Hillary Renshaw.
What I like to tell students that are in my office is this is such a strength that you're here. Like, I am so grateful that you're willing to use the resources and that you are empowered to be able to speak up.
Hillary said that she wants other victims to know that there are resources for them to get help.
Been working with Title IX and Savvy here at Utah State, and they've done a great job trying to help me get my life back together because it had been destroyed by this person.
Nick said he feels like this happened because he talked to a stranger and was kind to them.
What can you do to provide information or answer their questions if that's what you feel like you want to do without giving a ton of personally identifying information away?
What started as Nick scrolling through his social media feed ended up being something dangerous and scary.
I still feel scared sometimes, but I feel like I'm a completely different person after it has been resolved because of all these people who have helped me.